In step 3, we're going to geolocate the image. First, we're going to select the raster layer in the contents pane and click georeferencing button on the imagery ribbon. This activates the georeferencing ribbon, where we'll find the fit to display button and confirm that auto apply is enabled. We'll also activate the raster layer and set the layer transparency to 50% and save the project. Back in ArcGIS Pro, we can see our map view is centered on Travis County. Now in the contents pane, I'm going to select the raster layer, and this allows us to access the context sensitive ribbons, including the imagery ribbon. And in the imagery ribbon, you can find a bunch of functions that apply to raster layers, including in the alignment group, the georeference button. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Start Georeferencing button, and that activates the georeferencing ribbon. So with the georeferencing ribbon activated, I'm going to go ahead and in the Prepare group, click on Fit to Display, and that's going to geolocate my image within my current map view extent, which is close, but not exactly lined up with Travis County. Under the Adjust group, I'm also going to make sure Auto Apply is enabled. So as I apply control points in the next step, I can see them interactively applied in my map view. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure the raster layer is activated in the contents pane, and then click on the context sensitive raster layer ribbon and set my transparency for my map 1940 Travis image to 50%. This will allow me to see through my image to the underlying map because I'm going to be georeferencing my image to my map. Go ahead and save your ArcGIS Pro project. In step 4, you're going to actually georeference the image. So again, on the georeferencing ribbon, you're going to click Add Control Points and add a control point in the northwest corner of Travis County by clicking on the northwest corner, Travis County in the image, and then on the northwest corner on the map. You'll add a second control point to scale and rotate the map into place, and then you'll continue adding control points until you have at least 4 so you can perform an affine transformation. Back in ArcGIS Pro, on the contents pane, I'm going to activate the raster layer and then click on the georeferencing ribbon, and in the Adjust group, click on Add Control Points so I can begin adding control points that tie down the image to our map. And I'm going to start in the northwest corner of Travis County, where I can see the northwest corner both on the image and in the map. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. It takes a second to kind of orient yourself. There I can see the northwest corner on the image, and there it is on the map. So to add my first control point, I'm going to click on the source image to add my from point. And then I'm going to click on the target map to add my 2 points. So from here to this, from the source image to the target map. So notice that it automatically geolocated to that particular control point. Now I need to add a second control point to scale and rotate the map. So I'm going to zoom in on the southwest corner this time. And there I can see it both in the image and the map. It's pretty easy to see the way it's rotated. So I'm going to click on the southwest corner in the source image, and then on the southwest corner of Travis County in the target map. So from the source image to the target map. And now it's scaled and rotated the image into place. And it fits pretty good. You can use some more control points, definitely. So I'm going to add one in the northeast corner. Again, you want to spread your control points out so they kind of make a rectangle or triangle across all of your image. And there I can find the northeast corner in the source image as well as in the target map. And they're interactively adjust into place. And now I need to find a location in the southeast corner. That's a little cluttered down here, maybe a little bit harder to find. I can see the southeast corner in the image, but not in the map. So if I turn the raster layer off, I can see there it is in the map. So I'm going to turn it back on now that I'm kind of oriented, and go ahead and click on the southeast corner in the source image, and then zoom in a little bit and find it in the target map as well. All right, so I'm using my mouse wheel to both zoom out and pressing it down to pan the map around while I stay in the georeferencing tool. want to add one more control point kind of in the center of my map to make sure it's tied down. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the center of my map. I'm going to find where Congress Avenue crosses the Colorado River. There I can see it in my image. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the raster layer off and find it in my map as well. There it is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back on. I'm going to add a control point in the center. Notice my RMS error. It's like 689. You'll see that sometimes it gets worse when you add control points. I'm going to add one there to the source image and then to the same location in the target map. Turn the image back on. I can see it adjusted a little bit, but it made my RMS worse, not better. But it's a balance between getting the best RMS you can, but at the same time, making sure it's tied down in a way that supports your project goals. In our fifth and final step, you'll refine and save the georeferencing. So on the activated georeferencing ribbon, you'll click the control point table to open the table view and review your control points and residual error. Is the root mean square error reasonable? If not, you need to remove and refine control points. If it is, then go ahead and click and save your georeferencing, close the georeferencing ribbon, and save your ArcGIS Pro project. Back in ArcGIS Pro, on the activated georeference ribbon, in the review group, I'm going to click on the control point table, and this will open the control point table view. There you can see my overall RMS error, but in the control point table view, I can review the individual error for each of my control points. And if one is really out of step with the other control points, like this one right here seems like it's a little high, I can uncheck it to disable that control point, and it takes it out of the solution because I have 4 other points in which to do an affine transformation. You can see it did reduce my RMS significantly, but that was the southwest corner of Travis County. If I zoom in on that corner, you can see it also shifted my map away from the southwest corner of Travis County. So it's a real balance, but in this case, let's go ahead and try to see if we can do better with creating that control point. So with it selected in the table view, I'm going to click Delete Selected, and then I'm going to zoom in on my area of interest. And again, from the source image to the target map. And there I've recreated that particular control point. And it improved the residual error slightly and the overall RMS error slightly. So I think I've done about as good as I can do on georeferencing this Travis County map. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out to my entire map. And on the activated georeference ribbon in the Save group, I'm going to click Save, which will save my georeferencing and my coordinate system from the georeferencing in the map view to my original source image, which is my raster data set. Now I'm going to close the georeferencing tool that closes the control points in the table view. And now you can see my georeferenced map. Now, if I right click on the raster layer and remove that from the contents pane, and then now add in the original raster data set, you'll see now it's georeferenced in the correct location in Central Texas. So it saves georeferencing with the original raster dataset image. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save my ArcGIS Pro project. This concludes the demonstration.